Ukrainian forces have reportedly attacked a Russian logistics support vessel in the Black Sea. Ukraine has claimed to have damaged the Russian ship near Snake Island. It is a small but strategic outpost in the Black Sea. According to some defense officials, the support vessel that caught fire is one of the newest in the Russian fleet. Satellite imagery provided by Maxar showed the aftermath of what it said were probable missile attacks on the Russian landing craft near the island. Images also showed recent damage to buildings on the island. Meanwhile, footage released by Azov regiment showed gunfire exchanges in a compound in Mariupol. Kyiv says it is likely that tens of thousands of people have been killed in Mariupol since Russia began its invasion.
Did Russia just turn off the spigot on Europe? Moscow has announced sanctions on 31 European companies, including Gazprom Germania, the former subsidiary of Russian gas giant Gazprom that is now controlled by German regulators, as well as Germany's biggest gas storage facility and gas trader WinGas. Economy Minister Robert Habeck on Thursday confirmed that some companies are no longer receiving gas due to the sanctions, though he said the country has found alternative suppliers.
At about 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, the South Korean military said North Korea launched a total of 3 short-range ballistic missiles toward the East Sea. Seoul's Joint Chiefs of Staff said they were fired from the North Sunan area in its capital city of Pyongyang. That's the same area where the North on March 24th conducted its first full ICBM test since 2017. The military said the missiles flew about 360 kilometers at an altitude of around 90 kilometers. The latest launch reportedly involved a multiple rocket launcher, and it's the first time that the North has ever test-fired 3 missiles consecutively.
North Korea has reported its first death confirmed to have COVID-19 since the pandemic swept the globe 2 years ago. State-run KCNA news agency carried the news on Friday, also reporting that hundreds of thousands of people have shown fever symptoms. Among them, 6 have died, with one of those cases confirmed to have contracted the Omicron variant of the virus. It's an unprecedented admission of what KCNA called an explosive outbreak and offers hints of the potentially dire scale of the country's first confirmed outbreak. State media said leader Kim Jong-un visited the country's antivirus command center on Thursday to check the situation and responses after declaring, quote, a gravest state of emergency and ordering a national lockdown early in the day.
For more than 2 years, scenes like this have been playing out in hospitals across America. Medical staff trying desperately to save the lives of patients seriously ill with COVID-19. Despite their efforts, the death toll has continued to rise. The White House lowered the US flag to mark the millionth death. So why has the US been hit so hard? Well, high rates of obesity, diabetes, and other underlying health conditions are all factors, as is a population with a high proportion of elderly people. No more shots! In addition, the virus was politicized from the beginning in America, many people refusing to wear masks or get vaccinated on principle.
Chanting, "You are not alone." Hundreds of supporters of Turkish opposition politician Canan Kaftancıoğlu gathered outside her party headquarters. Fists held high, they called for rights, law and justice. For on Thursday, a high court upheld charges and a jail term against the 50-year-old politician, namely for insulting President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in a series of tweets. For the president's critics, the sentence is yet another sign of Erdogan putting pressure on Turkey's judiciary. It comes a month after a dissident was jailed for life.
At least 8 Togolese soldiers were killed and 13 wounded on Tuesday night in an attack in the north of the country. In a statement on state TV, Lome called the incident a terror attack. The government said dozens of armed men riding on motorcycles struck a military post in the village of Mpinka Kandi at around 3 a.m. The firefight lasted more than 2 hours, according to a security source. The small West African country had been spared much of the violence troubling its northern neighbors. Togo is bordered by Burkina Faso to the north, where militant violence has displaced over 1 million people and killed many. Until now, the country had recorded only one attack in November of 2021.